Perfect example of a predetermined turnover. All right, check this out. Perfect example. It doesn't get no better than this. So I like to post up with my guy right here. I personally created him, this single player right here, to be a like over the top deadly post up player, right? So I could score from any part of the court, even from the 3 point line out the post. I've done it before. So now when I do this, I know I'm gonna attract a double team immediately, right? So and that gives me an open assist. That gives us an open shot, right? So I want to get this man right here the ball, and notice I'm not allowed to. Well, actually, you wouldn't notice that because you're not touching my joystick. You don't see what I'm doing. But common sense should tell you basically I'm doing my damnness to try to pass the ball because I set this up to happen. I know what computer's gonna do. All right. So I'm trying to pass it, trying to pass it, and I'm not allowed to let the ball go. Why? Because it was already determined by the algorithm that I was going to get this turnover. So they're locking me into this animation and not allowing me to free up and dish the ball off. Right? So check it out. When you zoom in, look at this. Look at my hand. Boom. Look closer. What happened? Right? This is what? Once again, a predetermined turnover. He just lost the ball, just dropped it for no reason at all. It's like it bounced off of something behind his hand. Right? The algorithm knocked the ball out of my hand and forced me into a turnover animation. This is a predetermined outcome. Not only that, but in basketball, even if let's say you dribbling and you kind of lose the ball right here, you could just tap the ball like you do that. Motherfuckers do it all the time. You kind of lose your handle. You just hit the ball. Get it back together, do your thing. But they have these turnover animations where you lose the ball, you drop it. There's no such thing as okay, I just dribble, get it back in my possession. And look what computer is allowed to do. This is how you know this is a predetermined turnover. Let's take it back to how he even got over here in the first fucking place. Look at this dude's feet. Whoa! He took one step. All of that was a slide all the way from where he was at to where I'm at. And then when the ball is dropped, he's allowed to go into this suction cup type of animation where he automatically just picks it up. Right? Even though I'm right there, it's in my possession. I know when I lost it before he does, according to basketball logic, that is. But he's allowed to just jump right on it. This guy is my man is fumbling, stumbling, bumbling for no reason at all. You can just get the ball back. All right, but that's an animation that they have to put in the game. Where you kind of lose your dribble, you can get your dribble back. But this shit right here, this is just so disrespectful. Let's look at this again. Look at this ball. How it's knocked out of my possession. Look at this. There's no reasoning for this to happen. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why? It doesn't have to make sense. It's a predetermined turnover, just like many other predetermined outcomes. You got predetermined fouls, you got predetermined turnovers, misses, blocks, rebounds. The game is running on a script. All right, it's running on a play. There's a narrative. There's an overarching theme. There's an overarching narrative agenda, right? That flows through the game at a pace, right? There's an overarching agenda. There's an overarching narrative that the game is based upon. All right. Now, the last video I showed you, computer came back from being down 10. They went on like 2 incredible runs back to back. And I told you what was going to happen. I took the lead back, right? But that shit still is ridiculous. What were we in the last video? 1 for 11 from 3. All right, it's still ridiculous, but that's this game for you, right? My man's got 3 turnovers. I promise you, every last one of them was predetermined. I promise you it was. All right, just because I know what I'm looking at. But anyway, peace.